YouTube was good. It's your boy, Paulus Harris, aka the Crazy Uncle. Hey, guess what? If this your first time tuning in, go ahead, hit the doggone subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Every time I post up new content. Um, for those of y'all that just actually really watched the episode or actually really watched the podcast, hey, guess what? I thank y'all for actually really tuning in. And how come that shit ain't came up yet? I see the time marker, but the thing about it though is that we y'all already know who Zachary Lee Kwan is, but a former soldier, but um, about to bring on another former soldier of mine. Uh, real good. Well, I don't. I don't like calling them kids, but at the time, they were. But they both are grown men now, and they are actually really doing the damn thing. And I don't know what the fuck is actually really going on right now. So I don't see the I don't see the counter. I mean, I see the counter. So I'm just gonna wait for it for a minute and see what happens. I don't know what's going on, what's or why it's going on. Hold on, let me do this again. You know what? Hold on, I'm just gonna wait for it and see what the fuck happens. In fact, I'm gonna pause this. We're gonna take a pause for the call, see what the fuck. Just don't go nowhere, goddamn it. Oh. Okay, all right. I don't know. Um, Technology, I don't know. I might have to actually really. Damn, dog, I just said. Hold on. Shit, I just said it to you. Okay, hold on. I might have to restart this. I might have to restart this. Matter of fact, I am going. Um, oh fuck. All right, that's one. Okay, I got you. So I'm waiting on Hathorn, right?
We'll get there. It's kind of hard the first time. You got to get through the,
Yeah. So I don't
you
know.
know, figure it out.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. I got another one. Yep, there he is.
Hmm. Corn in
It
the
is.
motherfucking building. Let's get that straight.
It is the Rat Pack, small, semi
Woo!
small of the Rat Pack. So what's good with you, baby boy?
What's
Can you
going
hear
on? Hold up. Let me try to get this thing going.
me?
Hey, just to be clear, we love for you to be a guest. You will not receiving any monetization for this. I'll be taking that straight to the shake joint. So just to be clear, we're very happy you're here. I'm just fucking with you.
So, hey, Hawthorne. Hey,
My man.
Hold up. Damn, what
Hawthorne.
the hell am I set the audio?
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do you the. I feel like this. I'm gonna do you the same way that I did Zach. Because this is my channel. So,
What?
go ahead, introduce yourself to everybody. Damn, he got out of there. Hopefully he can send the link. Hopefully he can send the
He's
link
like,
back.
fuck this shit. I got my DD214 too long ago. Fuck all this.
Yeah.
No.
Hopefully he can. Hopefully he'll send it back. He'll get it
He's like, I
back.
got a government job. You motherfuckers. That's it.
But you know,
I work for Health and Human Services. I'm out this.
yeah. So
Hey, but we could chit chat in the meantime. We did 2 hours like it was nothing.
yeah, because it's basically all we did. We did what? Oh, here he is. He just came back. Hold on.
Hey, I'm trying to get my
Yeah.
audio together.
We can
Okay.
hear you loud and clear.
We hear you, dog. We hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can hear you.
loud and clear. Unfortunately.
But dog, you know what? Just go ahead, introduce yourself to everybody. Um, let everybody know what you. Let everybody. We already know that you serve. So, but yeah, how about you just introduce yourself to the family, to the YouTube family, and just give a little quick introduction about yourself.
All
Oh,
right. I'm
go ahead.
Cornelius. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm Cornelius. Uh, shit, what can I tell y'all? Was in the military, as you can see. From Mississippi. Stay here in Dallas, Texas. Cowboys fan. Shit, that's it right there.
All
And I
right.
could I could piggyback on that. He's a very humble man. Very difficult unit. We were young men, but with everything in hindsight, we were in a Patriot missile unit. We were deployed on the South Korean Peninsula. That's where we first made contact, where I knew him. And at the time, he was, I believe, a specialist, maybe a PFC. Anyhow, he was a higher rank than me. He had been established within a unit in the launcher group. And this is high level shit that we're talking about. Obviously, as we see what's happening in the Ukraine. During conventional warfare, it's not that, apparent. But now air defense becomes king. And we were working in an air defense unit that happened to be hot. It was within a battalion, which was a great battalion, the premier unit. And this individual was a leader within that unit. So he'll downplay it. He's a civilian now. Well, he's not a civilian. He's a veteran. Excuse my mouth. But while he was in, he got things done. We got things done. And he's just a great battle buddy, somebody who he's a one of one. Like he said, he's from Mississippi. He has a certain humor. Man, a certain work ethic. And when it got time to do things, we got things done. And make no mistake, this individual is a veteran of this country, a service member who served this country overseas in a very important manner. And we were under the leadership of the individual. He's calling himself Apollos Harris, but Curtis Harris at the time. He was a staff sergeant, and the toughness, the nose to the ground. It was important. We worked hard. We played hard. There's no way around that. And we were young men, so young. They were older than me. I was younger, but it was an important thing, and we're gonna laugh and we're gonna keep it jovial. But make no mistake, these guys were the real deal. So I'll say that.
But you know what? Before we go any further, and Zach, I know you kind of short on time, but isn't it ironic? At least for me, that like I said,
You
we
talking about today or my life?
talked a couple of
Even
days.
when you say short on time, I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
we talked a couple of days ago, and I told you I just celebrated my 30th high school reunion,
Yeah.
and and we all graduated from certain high schools and all that kind of stuff. But for me to graduate from Little Rock Central back in 1992, and then if you know anything about the history of Little Rock Central, you know what happened back in 1957 when the first 9 black kids went there and President Eisenhower had to go in there and clear shit out. And then for me to graduate from Little Rock Central, it means a hell of a lot to me. Um, for that. And then me and Zach have talked about it plenty of times. Before I joined the Army, I was involved in the community groups. I joined the Million Man March. Hawthorne, I don't know if I told you that or not, but I did the very first one. I didn't actually really get to shake hands with Minister Farrakhan, but just for the simple fact that I was there, I was on the steps of the nation's capital, and this was roughly 2 years before I raised my right hand, joined the Army, did 21 years, had you two brilliant guys up under me. Listen, Hawthorne, you already know this. You was somewhat of a knucklehead, but but at the same time,
great soldier. Let's get that straight.
You tend to come to me more than you did anybody else, and I appreciate what you said earlier. Because like a lot of times, you do things, and for the most part, you think it's for the greater good, and then for you to come back and say what you said in the previous podcast, that acts like you really don't know what the fuck that did to me. Because it was like, I'm not gonna say that I didn't think that you cared for me that much, but then you to say what you said just roughly not even 10 minutes ago, I'm like, well, damn, you know what? You act like really respected what the fuck I try to do for y'all. And then, and at the end of the day,
impeccable leadership. Don't ever get that twisted.
I try to take care of y'all the best way I could and know how. Because wherever we were gonna go,
when the shit was going down, you just mentioned the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. What a small world it is. Do I need to say it? I'm not gonna, stroke my own dick here. Do I need to say it?
Yeah, I got it.
When I got involved with them and Alex Jones and the whole shit, like, wow, how things have changed. Sticking up for the culture, sticking up for Islamic culture. Fuck Islamic culture. Just there was a change. There was a momentum. Things were happening. I was a young man. Was I perfect? Did I stick to the Quran? Who from a community does? But what we did see that would happen over the next decade is an exposure of racism in America. And what would have occurred on that peninsula that tied into Fort Hood and then in my later years was pretty impactful, pretty important. People could Google it, get the timeline straight. And we did some things. And it was the leadership, it was the ability, it was the don't take that shit. Let's fix this shit. And if it wasn't for a leader like you, there were 2 people on a chartered bus that went from Kunsan down to Camp Carroll, got on the red carpet, talked to Lieutenant Colonel Brooks, and the wheels got turning. And the shit ain't stopped since. So make no mistake, it's not going to stop till it fucking stops. I'm sorry, I'm just getting fired up. Everyone knows it. But no, man, I'm fired up what you said, and I'm taking the spotlight and then just shut the fuck up and let my man Cornelius Hathorn talk, who, man, I miss you.
Go ahead.
What do you think, Corn,
coming up through the military with you guys, and I was one of the first ones there before Clawan and everybody else got there. Me and Bentley was. And so, and I call us the new age of soldiers that was coming through with a voice, basically. And that's what I always try to be for the people who didn't want to speak, was feeling a certain way. I can be the voice for the people that was under me and everybody else. Even though I probably did a little bit out of line, but I think at that point in time, it needed to be said because of.
Oh, it's breaking up. My bad, dog. Do you remember we were coming back from lunch And I was fucking like, I don't know if you should be doing this, but it was like important. We're coming back from lunch. We're in front of battalion. You're in your new Camaro. You happen to pick up the phone. It's ringing. We're just parking. There ain't nobody fucking around. And some white first sergeant comes over and he's cutting a promo. This motherfucker's in your face cutting a promo. And you're like, hey, we ain't doing all that. And there was a back and forth between like two comments. And eventually he just walked away. And I went, wow. Isn't that something? Isn't that nice? And when you said the new age of soldiers, sorry, the phone was breaking up. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'll let you take it away. Okay. But you're exactly right. And make no mistake, it was we were putting up with fucking bullshit, and we got that from you, and the Rat Pack took it and just oh god, they just ran with it.
And I think that's just what it was. And I think a lot of the other NCOs like Davis, McCoy. It was crazy because you had other NCOs and other platoons like, hey, Hawthorne, like, you should go, go be an NCO. Go do this because all the younger soldiers listen to you. And I never forget the first sergeant told me one time, you need to go over here because you too much influence on the other soldiers. I'm like, well, I'm trying to let them have a voice so they can we all weren't planning to do 20 years. So in that point, get what you need to get so you can take care of your family when you leave. And then with Sergeant Harris, all of y'all, you all probably didn't see the impact y'all had until everything was done and over with. I seen Sergeant Davis about 2 months ago.
You just told me, dog. You just told me. You just told me just now that I had an impact. Not only just me, but me, the other Sergeant Harris, Sergeant Davis, It was just like
they couldn't wait. They couldn't wait to break that shit up as soon as we got back from Korea. Like you going to 6'5" dudes to break these motherfuckers up.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm like honestly, I like Hawthorne, Jack. I'm like because I felt like that I had a hand in y'all's success while y'all was in, and then even while y'all got out, because y'all do things a certain way, and I'm just glad that I was a part of y'all's leadership for the most part. I mean, that's all that that's all that I've asked for. Is that anybody that was under me, that whatever the fuck that I said or whatever the hell I tried to tell y'all, that y'all actually really try to take it and run with it the best way that y'all could. So for you to actually really, come on and say what you said previously, I'm telling you, Hawthorne, I'm not finna bullshit you. I didn't really think that you saw me in that type of light. I really did. So hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I did. I remember you one time you came around and in a formation on a Thursday or Friday, asking for some change so you can go get one of them what you call them damn drinks?
The Mickeys?
The Four Locos. The Four Locos. You remember that? I see those are the beverages that those are the there you go.
No, you fuck you didn't.
He got it one.
Hey, just put it in the cup.
There you go. And those are the things
that's a one-on-one.
I remember that make me smile about everything. You know what I'm saying? So just remember small little things like that.
For real, man.
Yeah.
It's trickle down. It's trickle down. You don't think soldiers see you like that, but in the back of their heads, like we're a bunch of knuckleheads, but it's all love. And when it came time for that training, when it came time for action, it's about that action. Let's get that straight. It was Alpha for a reason. It was Kunsan for a reason. But we got to shoot the shit while we're downrange and doing whatever the fuck we're doing. But behind the scenes, as Hawthorne's describing, it's just, of course, it's nothing but respect.
A lot of times when people that want to, like, I come out to everybody that's E4, hey, man, ain't no point of complaining. Let's take this shit down so we can go back to the rear. Take it down. No point of complaining. We got to go back to the rooms anyway, so take all this stuff down and let's go.
Yep.
So
Get it done. Let's go to Midnight Child.
Yeah.
You got
Get it the fuck done. Let's go to Midnight Child. Come on now.
on Marquette Road.
But just like say, but like with y'all too, and then you know, we gotta get motherfucking we gotta get Jacobowitz on and
Jacob Mitch.
East
Jacobowitz.
and
Oh, East Step for sure.
Jacobowitz, yeah. Jacobowitz,
Holzman.
East Step,
Heidinger.
yeah, Holzman and Bentley, you know, shit.
Oh,
you
definitely
know.
Bentley. Where is Bentley? Have you talked to Bentley?
Y'all,
He in Alabama.
All you motherfuckers are in the South.
I mean, he just matter of fact, he just had a
God
birthday.
damn.
Either he
Bunch
just
of
had a
rats.
birthday or one of his kids just had a birthday.
His kids getting older.
He either had a birthday or one of his kids had. So yeah.
Hey, remember that time we went out in the club and I had that little bag of money, Kusan? I mean, your Kusan?
Bankroll after bankroll. Big money. I like it. Shit.
So how long y'all been doing the podcast?
Oh, well, hold on. Yeah, I just did it. Well, I've had this channel for a while. This is like something that me and Zach just started doing. This is like our second show. But I've always had this channel, so I've always been on YouTube.
Do you want to tell them the stuff about the Alex Jones studio?
The what now?
You want to tell them the stuff about the Alex Jones studio and what's happening?
Oh yeah, my man.
Yeah,
you know, Zach got the inside scoop.
I've been highly affiliated, and we had something about to pop off out of Austin, Texas, and studio out of Alex Jones InfoWars.
Yeah.
And with him coming back, believe it or not, canceled, not canceled, he's still got a huge subscriber base, still got a bunch of viewers, people the type of shit we're talking about, they listen. And I've been talking to him for years, dealing with some shit, but we're about to get some things popping. And this whole thing about people being canceled, they're going to be the most popular individuals you will know in the next 2 years. I guarantee you that. Are you off Twitter? Well, we'll see what happens in the next couple months because Twitter's about to change as well, it seems like, from a guy in Austin, Texas. Isn't that nice? Isn't that good? So we'll see how that goes. When it comes to me and media,
I gotta ask y'all this question because
anyhow, let me finish the point real quick. Let me finish the point. We have a podcast studio that we're going to record 8 episodes a week that will be on YouTube, 2 episodes a week that will be on Patreon out of the InfoWars studio in Austin, Texas, via Alex Jones and that whole thing. Through his viewing base, he will promote us, and we'll get naturally promoted. That's going to happen. So that will be good to go.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I got a question that I want to ask both of y'all because for me, I think that it's urban legend. I really don't think that the shit happened. Right? But we all over in Korea. Here come back. We all over in Korea and we all get ready to go out. Right? And let them other NCOs tell it, right? That I cleared everybody out at the ATM machine. So, I mean, apparently everybody was standing around not doing shit. And because Star and Harris and all the rest of them, they went into that little club or whatever. And it was crowded. And then when they came back, wasn't nobody at the ATM machine but me. And then they looking at me like, sorry, Harris, what the fuck did you do? And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You know, because for one, I was fucked up. You know. Now I do remember saying, hey, look, if y'all ain't gonna get no money, you motherfuckers might want to clear out, you know. And then, but you know, but right to this day, everybody right to this day believe that I ran everybody away from the motherfucking ATM machine. Now I'm just like, no, that ain't what the fuck. That ain't what the fuck I do. At least that's not what the fuck I think that I do. But man, listen, like I say, man, I've been doing this for a pretty good while, you know, and I've been on other podcasts. I've been on other podcasts, and then sometimes other people they understand where I'm coming from, and sometimes they don't. But I'm just like, I'm not saying nothing no different than anybody else, you know. But hey, that's neither here nor there, man. But in either case, you know, I'm just glad that I'm glad that you're actually like doing well with your family, you know, what have you. And matter of fact, I just talked to I just hit Smoot up not too long ago, and you know Smoot drive trucks now. You remember
Yeah,
Smoot,
I
don't
seen that.
you? Yeah, she
Yeah.
drive trucks. She drive trucks now. So I hit her up from time to time, and we
Oh,
talk.
smooth.
And but yeah, man, you know, I try to keep up with y'all as much as possible. I really do. And but yeah, man, like I say, I hate to sound like old broke ass record, man, but dog, I had no idea. I had no idea that I was like that. And then I talked to Hugh like about a couple of months ago, and he's still there in Texas. Matter of fact, he's still there in Killeen. Last time I talked to him, and I talked to Rush. I talked to because he made. I want to say he made Sergeant Major. I really want to say that, but I'm not for sure. And but yeah, I try to talk to as many people that I can talk to as possible. But yeah, man, I'm just glad that everybody's actually really doing well. Like no bullshit, And damn, so I gotta ask you, like, how the how the hell did you know that I was on? That's what I want to know.
I
You
know what you
just
was on.
Yeah, because me and Zach, we were just talking, and then you popped up, and I told Zach, I'm like, oh shit, it's Hawthorne. So I, I was just like, well, damn, I had to like, put you, I had to tell Zach, and I was like, because I'm gonna tell you something, you was like the last person. I was like, well, damn, that Hawthorne. So we most definitely had to like put your comment up and all that kind of shit, and but. Man, look, I'm just like,
I always watch controversial podcasts. I always and I
yeah,
have seen your even when you were just on the Facebook. When I was on Facebook, well, I'm on Facebook, but I'm not on Facebook because I don't actually be on there.
yeah,
I had subscribed to your thing, and I come in time for time to hear you talking and stuff like that. But I like the
yeah,
conversations, and I like the. I ain't gonna call it a conspiracy. I call it more of a thinking outside the box.
yeah,
Somebody giving a person another way to open up their mind because that's how I live my life. I open up my mind to a whole. I don't just see things black and white. I see things for what it is into a whole perspective, and I know everything just ain't what we see on television. And so when you speak,
yeah,
it brings things to my brain. It's like, damn, it could be. You look at the numbers. Everything has an algorithm to it. Everything.
yeah,
Everything is about money.
yeah.
So
So yeah, man. So I'm just like, okay, we got it back. We got it back.
Can you guys hear me?
So, but
I
yeah,
think.
man. Yeah, we got you. We got you now.
Sorry about that. I got a friend. I'm helping out with the VA, and the call came in.
Yeah.
So
So yeah,
anyhow,
but what Hard
fucking
was telling
crazy
me,
shit.
he was just like I said, he watched me from time to time, and he like, again, we all so and basically that's all man we try to do podcast there. People we trying to break the tunnel vision, if you will. We want people to be like, okay, well, we just want you to take other shit in consideration. Uh, Pretty much like how I tried to do y'all when we was all in. It was like, look, okay, yeah, I got this. This is what the fuck we supposed to do. So how about we do it like this? Still get it done. Get it. And David then came back. You know, I did. That my thing is, I just want motherfuckers to be like, dog, look, it's more than one way than to look at this. And I almost
And we
said
said,
you
and
ain't
we also
necessarily got
said,
to believe what the fuck I believe.
Kurt, here's another thing that we said we're going to do. 10%
Yeah,
of what we make from the Patreon, from InfoWars in Austin, and from the podcast, we're going to use to help veterans. What the fuck does that mean? Just like I got off the phone with the guy, got him in touch with the VSO
yeah.
or the
So
DAV.
yeah,
No, for real, because like, here's the thing. If you don't have clothes that you feel comfortable wearing, if you don't have transportation, if you don't have support, you're not going to go there. I'm talking about real active money. So a majority of the company will be run out of a 501c3, and we're going to help vets because I've helped guys we know. I'm not going to put anybody out there, but people we know. And the difference between getting a rating and not getting a rating is critical. No, I'm serious. It's inappropriate,
go ahead.
and we could do it. But you know what I'm saying, Kurt? Like the warm handoff, like meaning like you go from camaraderie, PT, whether you like it or don't like it, and then you just go back to your hometown with nobody there. You have mental illness, and these people get fucked up. So it's like, in my opinion, I like the warm handout. I've been doing that just as a buddy, like just as a guy. But 10% of what we're gonna do, and we're gonna generate numbers out of this studio in Austin. Let's get that straight. We're gonna generate numbers, and we're gonna have guests on, and we're gonna have real conversations. I think that's highly appropriate. What do you think?
Having general conversations and things that stimulate people's brains always bring a crowd because everybody always got an opinion about things. So even with having an opinion and helping vets out that don't have a voice and need someone to just talk it out with. You know, a 5-minute conversation can change somebody's life. You do it, make a person smile. Make a person smile and think about what they have to live for and the people that help them along the way. We don't realize the help that we receive from people until it's off. Like they say, you don't realize a good thing until it's gone.
We didn't realize how much people help. What is the rate amongst suicide amongst veterans? I think it's 22 a day. Last time I checked.
22 a day. 22 a day. 22 a day.
No, right? Not 42. And, 22 a day. But here's the thing.
22, yes.
You come on, you have a conversation like we're having, and when we get off this call, I don't care who you are, you're going to smile and say, man, those were good times. Or, man, there's some people who know who I am. Or, man, someone's got my back. And in this case, we're really going to have your back because we're going to talk to you on the podcast. What was your experience? What are you going through? What do you need? How can we make it happen for you? Is it going to be every podcast? No, not every podcast is going to be a sob story. But some podcasts, when your battle buddy needs help, you go drag his ass out the fucking battle. He'll leave that motherfucker there. Mark my words, you'll see.
Yeah, man.
Bullshit.
I mean,
people get fucked up out there and shit, man. They don't have the courage to go to the VA.
Yeah.
Like literally, I've talked to people who said, "Oh, I need a haircut. Oh, I don't have the clothes. Oh, I don't have a ride." These are the excuses I've heard, and I've had 4 friends 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dead. Under the age of 30. Who served. That's not right. Those guys were good guys. Great guys, actually. Could have lived a great life. We will become the bridge. And COVID even made it more fucked up. Because it just made everybody sit in their house. Do whatever. Stay away. Nah, we ain't doing that. This podcast, we're calling it from now the From the Hip Podcast. Pull that thing out. From the Hip Podcast. And it will grow. It's in its infancy. It's like a little infant wobbling around, my man, wobbling around. But make no mistake, there's media chops in this room, and it will grow into something very nice, and it will be professional. So, it's people like you who come on as guests, who are service members, who are people who are part of a unit, a brotherhood. I'll shut the fuck up here shortly, please. It's just a beautiful thing. And it was lazy and it was inappropriate for me not to do it sooner, for us not to do it sooner. And Kurt wanted to do it sooner, but due to my own issues that I was going through, that the Department of Veterans Affairs, the Department of the Army helped me with through, I'm here now. Let's be fair. Kurt, you want to do this 3 years ago. I fucked it up. Yes, yes.
Here it is, Hawthorne. Like with my book that's coming out here on June 9th, right? Whatever I make from it, some of the proceeds will go to the wounded warrior foundation. And it's just for the fact that, the three of us here, right? We got all our limbs about ourselves, we can walk and talk and all that kind of shit, right? But there's no all fucked up. We're all fucked up to a certain degree because we done seen some shit that wasn't supposed to see. We saw it, and all what the fuck we can do is run with it now, right? So from that aspect, for those of us that can actually really still walk around and do whatever, right? I just feel like that I owe it to our brothers and sisters that put on that uniform just like we did. To act like really, hey, look, to say, hey, we're here. We got you. We're going to bring you home. Great the fact you're already home, but the thing about it, though, is that we really want to bring you home. As far as like the mental goes, right? To be like, hey, look, I know that I either got one leg or both of my legs are gone or my arm is gone or whatever. But just to sit up and say, hey, look, guess what? We got you. We got you. Because
and you earned those benefits. Those benefits are waiting for you. You earned them. You signed a contract.
Yeah.
You're at Warrior Base. You're at the Fort Hood shooting. You're at all this shit. Make no fucking mistake. At any point in time, the shit could get real. So it's just, listen. You come home. You have an issue. Well, guess what? You could tune into this podcast. You could get camaraderie. You could get direction. You could get support. And you deserve that. And it took some time to mature to realize that. But that is your right. It's not something special. We all walked into a recruiting station in our hometown. We all walked into a MEPS. We all got in a bus. We all got the basic training. We all got the AIT. We're going to Korea. What? Bam. What the fuck? At times it was fun. At times, depending on the timing, be careful.
Who was the one time that was in Fire Patrol and we got ready to go and he decided he was from Hawaii and he decided to go AWOL. Who was that?
God damn, I'm bad with names.
He was a big guy. He wasn't big, but
Yes. A big dude.
What was his name? He went AWOL.
Fuck.
And first
Anyhow,
order, they
tell the
they
story. We'll keep them just, you know.
yeah. First he decided because when he found out that we was about to go to Korea, he's like, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. We all like, why not, man?
Well, here's the fucked up thing. One time, listen, hey, Harris, listen. One time we're in
Yeah.
listen to me. I understand Kunsan and Kunsan are running live birds. Let's get that straight. That's a 24-hour attack site. Their motherfuckers are running birds and pilots were getting pissed off. But one time we went up for a training for a week up in Warrior Base. I'm talking on the DMZ, right on the fucking line. And me and Hathorn, hold on, me and Hathorn got guard duty. I'm talking, bro, you can see this shit at like I think it was 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. I'm not going to say how we manufactured the sleeping and watching and holding the guns. Those were fucking live rounds, by the way. And you could hear the propaganda. And now you see what's going on. If you don't think that's interesting, I have a bridge to tell you. That is sensational. Where the fuck else are you gonna? You're so young that you're like looking and you're like, yeah, I get. And we know what we have to do. There's radios, there's live rounds, there's fucking fucking propaganda coming out in the speaker. I fall asleep, he falls asleep. I fall asleep, he. Well, yeah, technically, if the army's listening, nobody fell asleep. We were just both just eyes pierced on the enemy. You know what I'm saying? Right. But it's a thing. We're in full battle rattle. We're in a fucking poncho. We're doing live fire drills. Bam, bam, bam. We're fucking qualifying on their border. We're not qualifying in the middle of the country. Not the we came from the southern part of the country to get in their fucking face. Right on the fucking face. Right in Area 4. Bam, bam. Putting it down for 4 days. Raining. People looking around. What's going on? Training for war. Let's get that straight.
Laying in what, 2 feet of water in the damn foxhole? Man, that shit's crazy.
Yeah. It listen, it's a thing. That's a fucking thing. Go right ahead. You broke up a little bit.
Was his name Sosa? That was in fire control?
No, not Sosa. Area 4. I'm talking between no. Warrior Base on the fucking DMZ, dog.
We was up there at Camp Red Cloud.
You're breaking up a little bit, man.
Yeah.
Okay. No, we were up there, up there. Up there. I'm talking so far up there you could hear the fucking speaker propaganda. And they could hear our fucking 249s ringing down the fucking range. I wish you would. No. We will fuck you up. Let's get that straight. Sorry. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. No, I'm talking. No, not so. Keep going north. I'm talking till you hear about Dennis Rodman. Keep going, team. And we were just putting them things down range. And we're sitting and we're like, it was fucking pouring outside, fucking like monsoon season, fucking pouring. And Lieutenant Colonel Brooks was there. They're like, and we're like, hell yeah. We're sitting in the barracks. We taking shits and shit. Not the it was bullshit, but we're sitting in these fucking bunks and we're like, hell yeah. Nothing's gonna happen. So they're like, get your fucking poncho on, team. Get in the back of that fucking truck and start shooting. We're like, oh shit. These people ain't playing.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Man.
I mean, it's an incredible experience, but this is not like oh, we're going to Seoul. Oh, we're going to Suwon. Oh, we're going to Busan. Oh, we're going to Busan. No. We're rolling up. We're fired up on the bus. Everyone loves the bus. You stop every once in a while at the fucking rest area. But when that motherfucking bus starts going around tank traps, you're like, oh shit.
Hey, you know what? I knew stuff was real when we was taking those launchers and we was going to set up the launchers. Forgot we was going. We were going to set up the launchers. We're going down through the town of what was that? Down in Camp Care or somewhere, or were we out in Seoul? I forgot where we was at, but we weren't stopping at no lights.
Kind of in between, right? Suwon.
Yeah, I think it was in we was somewhere like that, and I never forget. What's the name? Starring what was the starting our platoon starting at that time?
Rush?
Yeah, Star Rush told us do not stop. And we
Yeah.
come down there with them damn lunches, damn with that horn down through that weird stop. Everybody that had to stop in the middle of traffic. Oh man, I knew it was real then. I'm like, this is some tactical shit right here. Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't a joke. I remember they told me, "Oh, you're gonna drive with Sergeant, what was his name? Sergeant Frisbee and Sergeant Petit." And I'm in a Humvee. It's just a missile loader. It isn't a launcher. It's just we're running like missile movement. And I'm sitting there, and we got live rounds, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" And eventually we get to Seoul, and there's traffic, and they got tarps all over the fucking missiles because they're gonna do a missile movement. And they're like, I can see Frisbee going like, well, they all seem calm. Everything should be okay. They're playing fucking music on some speaker shit. And I'm like, all right. And I'm like, what you mean it's going to be okay?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? I thought we were in Korea. I've just been partying last week, team. What the fuck? And I'm like, oh, shit. He's like, hey, man, there's fucking $1 million missiles on the back of this motherfucker live. And we're moving them. Let's get that straight. And they're going to be protected at all costs. I'm like, well, where the fuck's the convoy? Anyhow, we get to this fucking city, and I'm like, what the fuck? But then you realize how important Alpha Battery was within that battalion. You realize how important those individuals were within that battalion. Yeah, they shot the shit. Yeah, they were in the motor pool. Yeah, they did fun things because they had the camaraderie and they had the competency to get it done. Because make no mistake, if shit went down, and I see this shit in Ukraine, and they're selling weapon systems to like Poland and Ukraine, and they're using like sort of pack 2 shit, and it's like I feel proud because I know, listen, you did not want to run into the renegade battalion. You didn't.
That's right.
For all the funny shit.
Do y'all still think about Crooks?
Oh man, you're gonna break my heart.
Oh man, it's not a day that goes by that I don't think about Crooks, because I will always remember right to this day. Crooks came to me. He said, "Sir Harris, show me how to work the aiming circle." Right, and I showed him how to work the aiming circle, and Hawthorne, correct me if I'm wrong, but that was your crew partner, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was he your crew partner?
Yeah. He was a forklift driver on our
and then, yeah, and then like remember, and Zach, you remember this, Colonel Brooks, he selected our battery. He said, "Hey, look, I want 2 launchers to be manually in place." And Hawthorne, you and Crooks was a crew, right? And I taught Crooks how to work that aiming circle, right? And what I taught Crooks, y'all shit came in better than the shit that was actually like really automatically in place. And so for the most part, that right there, and so like Colonel Brooks saw that, and so he went to Crooks. He was like, "So who taught you how to do the aiming circle?" He said, "Sergeant Harris." Right? So I mean, it's little shit like that that I remember, because didn't nobody else know how to work the aiming circle.
Right. Correct.
Right? Did nobody else know how to work that? Out of all of the NCOs, did nobody else know how to work that aiming circle? I knew how to work that aiming circle. So I taught Crooks because he was the main one that had to work it. And then I remember showing y'all all the little tricks. I told y'all how to set the stakes down. So y'all, because I told you, Hawthorne, I was like, look, set the stake right here. And then you were like, well, why? I was like, well, unless you want to get muscle failure, turning that goddamn wrench to get it in position. Yeah.
I'm like, unless you want to get tired out, just trust what the fuck I'm trying to tell you. And then, just like say, I had y'all to position that shit in a way where that you didn't have to actually really do it so tough because y'all still had a lot of the cruiser to do, right? So I didn't want to tire you out, right? And so, like I say, when it was all said and done, right? When y'all manually and placed that launcher, it came in better than the rest of the shit. So, and then again, so the battalion commander saw that, Carter Brooks saw that shit, and he was like, "Well, damn, who in placed it?" And then everybody said y'all did it, and then Crook said, "Well, who told you how to do the aiming circle?" He said, "Well, hey, Sergeant Harris told me how to do the aiming circle." Right? So, I mean, so it's little stuff like that that I will always remember about Crooks. I love Crooks. And then it was almost like he had always come to me about stuff.
Before I gotta go, because I gotta go. I got an appointment at 5:00. Miss Barker.
Yeah.
Listen, I got 2 stories about Crooks.
Yeah.
Number 1 in Korea. Let's get one thing straight. When we came rear detachment to Rat Pack, we looked up to Hathorne and Crooks and people like this who are actually on, launching, like actually on launchers, like their names on the front of the fucking launcher. We were our stop. We were just guys that were there. Let's get that straight. We were young guys.
Yeah.
But as time would go on through that deployment and go back to Fort Hood, things would get equalized. And he's just a good dude. He's the Matthew McConaughey of the unit, literally. That man is
he was because he looked just like Matthew McConaughey.
He's a good fucking dude, and quite frankly, one of the hardest workers I ever seen compared to what the fuck I was doing. Let's get that straight. He had some demons that I figured out in Texas. We're not going to get into that. It's his personal business.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a beautiful man. And
yeah, he was.
No, man, but we had good times. We had such good times. And he was such a good guy. And this is the guy I'm talking about. I was in really close
I know it's rough.
I was in let's just say very close contact with him online before this shit went down. And it's a weird moment. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you say? And it just became normal. At that point, I had known 3 people who had done it. And then I get back on Facebook, since which I've deleted, and you start seeing rest in peace, rest in peace, rest in peace. Not like I'm some fucking hero. It was like a normal conversation, but you could tell some shit wasn't right, And my memories of him, I remember his smile. I remember his his hard work. I remember him just like, getting it done. But it's
always wanted to work, always wanted to work, always wanted to learn.
Always.
I would always remember that. I will always remember that. I will always remember that about Crooks. Yeah. He was a soldier's soldier.
He's actually doing the PMCS. Literally.
Yeah. I think about that dude every day, man. It just out of all these years I never went by, I always think about him. It's just it's a totally different thing.
He was a soldier's soldier. I could actually like really be like, hey, look, if it was anybody that was a go-to guy, I mean, all of y'all were go-to guys, right? But Crooks was like, he was like the safety blanket, if you will. Crooks made it happen. He really did. And then, and just like what both of y'all said,
there's no alpha battery. There's no King Kong without Crooks.
Yeah,
let's get that straight.
I hate, and just the thing about it, I hate that he had to go out the way that he did. I mean, it was almost like, so again, it's almost like when we all came back, right? It was almost like, okay, these motherfuckers, they too good. So they broke us up. They had to break us up because we couldn't be stopped. We couldn't be stopped. And then, like I say, we can't control where we go, but I mean, I hate it. I hate it right to this day.
But
That
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I want to leave with this because I gotta leave. And well, first of
yeah,
all, let me shut the fuck up. Hawthorne, please talk about Crooks because that was your actual battle buddy.
yeah,
Go ahead.
that was your crew
Yeah,
member, man.
yeah.
That was your
I
crew member.
remember Crooks first came. I think guy who had trained me on the forklift. So I was the trainer for Crooks on the forklift, and I was the one who trained Crooks on the forklift, and that's why Crooks ended up being our forklift driver and doing everything else he was on the team. But I guess to skip all of that, I never forget that the times that we had to stay late, he always was the one, hey man, let's just do it. Let's just do it. All right, well, let's just do it. And so I never get the last words he said to me. We had been out all night in town, and we come back, and then next day before, I think a couple of days before he got ready to go on leave, he was talking about letting a Korean girl, he was talking about Korean girls in his room and stuff. Y'all know how we all joke around at the CQ desk and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
That's the last thing I remember him saying to me. And I would never ever forget that. Never ever forget that. And it just
I'm not gonna be on Snitch Alert, but I happened to be on CQ duty one day playing Xbox with Heidegger, and a very beautiful. Well, maybe I shouldn't say this. We all know the story.
No, I mean, hey, come on now.
Okay.
You already put it out there. Let's go.
I got 2 stories before I go. Well, he's gone now. Crook said we love you, my man.
Yeah.
Holy shit. No, I can't say it.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if I should say it, man. This might be fucked up. I had a couple drinks. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, well, shit, I've been drinking too. Drinking too. So, hey.
Okay. So we're on CQ duty. And Heidegger's sleeping on the couch. I'm sitting at the desk laid out, probably eating Popeyes or some Anthony's Pizza or some bullshit. And all of a sudden, I hear some commotion. You look down the hallway, and what the fuck? There's this beautiful Korean woman, like thick as fuck, beautiful. I mean, beautiful. A beautiful Korean woman. Yeah. And she has like a photograph of like a sonogram. And she's coming up and down the fucking hallway, yelling in Korean and Hangul, like yelling. And I'm like, hey, we gonna be doing all that. What the fuck's going on over here? And Crew's like, get her out of here. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what the fuck? And then she start speaking English, and I'm like, oh shit. You know, oh shit. He's like, you piece of shit, I'm pregnant. He's like, get rid of it, get da-da-da-da-da, or whatever. Because the issue is, we had got fucked up downtown the other day. First of all, we work hard. First of all, we work hard, we play hard. And these motherfuckers.
That's what it was, yeah.
Let me tell you something. This was one of the hardest working guys in the fucking United States Army. But he had a baby mama back stateside that they were taking child support. So basically the money this motherfucker was making was already fucked up, and it was fucking his mind up. You know what I'm saying? It was already fucking him up. So could you imagine? You're in Korea, you're trying to live your life, you're on the 8th floor, you're running wild, you got this Korean freak on top of you, you're gonna bust it out. It is what it is. And this bitch
somebody asked y'all what happened to Crooks.
And this bitch, Crooks, I love you and you know it. Listen, and this bitch shows up with the Polaroid and I'm on CQ and Heidegger's
yeah.
I'm like, wake your big motherfucking ass up. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn. We just got the person. And I'm like, we have an international incident right here. I'm like, I'm trying to take this bitch down the excuse me. I'm trying to take this woman down the elevator. I'm like, you gotta get the fuck out. You gotta get out of here. And Crooks is just like, you know how he is. Oh, whatever, man. Whatever, man. You know, if she wants to, hey, man, come on. Hey, good dude. Good fucking dude. You know, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Anyhow, we get her out of there, and I know that probably weighed on his mind. That's a memory I have from him. And I love that guy. The second memory that was fucked up, let me tell you this. we're on the fucking tax site, that rusty ass tax site in Kunsan.
Yeah.
And they promote me after the marathon. They promote me to E3, and I'm sitting in the formation. Everyone's up there, and they're like, "We have a promotion today," and people don't know Sergeant Cripe is in charge.
Oh yeah.
In charge of the squad, right? And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay. And they're like, Private First Class Pawan, get up here. And I do it, and I'm getting my promotion, and they're like, oh, being funny, punching your chest or whatever. It's a good day for me. And Sergeant Cripe yells, I think Purton was in front of there too. And Sergeant Cripe yells, this is bullshit. Crooks deserve that promotion. She said, this is bullshit. Crooks deserves that promotion. And I'm like, I didn't ask for this promotion. What the fuck? I'm not supposed to take the promote? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
She loves Crooks.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay. And like, I don't know who it was, but they're like, shut the fuck up. Nobody asked you to say that, but stand down. Like, da-da-da-da. It was like a whole thing. Like, shut the fuck up. And like, we get back in the little fuck. People don't understand. We get in like in a little fucking bus, beep beep beep, down a fucking flight line, go past through our barracks, and I get there and she pulls me aside. I'm so sorry for doing that. I was just emotional. I've really been working for him for a long time. I really thought he deserved it. I said, okay. I said, so you think I don't deserve it?
Because I was in her squad at one period of time.
She's a bitch.
The crew thing, right, and he was something else. I remember Crooks told me after me and Marquez Roman had that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crooks come to me, he's like, Hawthorne, you kicked his ass, man. Fucking Hawthorne. I'm not never gonna try to fight you. Hawthorne, you kicked his ass. I'm like, man.
That's what I'm telling the story. Crooks came to me right behind her and pushed her out the way like he was fucking her. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And he pushed me out the way. He said, hey, man, you ran the marathon. You're doing something. It's different. You should enjoy your promotion. This shouldn't be about me. And I'm like,
yeah, I forgot you used to run your ass. I forgot all about
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you.
What is her fucking ass off? I hate that.
Yeah, you did.
To this day, they go, hey, shut the fuck up. Somebody said, shut the fuck up.
But you know what though?
I don't know the whole story about her, but I was like confused. I'm like, I've been busting my ass for 3 months. Everyone knows I've been busting my ass for 3 months.
Hawthorne,
because I get something.
Hold on, Hawthorne. I don't know why you talking shit because you used to run your motherfucking ass off too.
This is live, man.
I used to hate. I mean, now I was in shape. I'm still in pretty good shape now, but I hate to hate. I used to hate when you two bastards would lead the run. Because I'm just like, damn, here we go. Knowing that I've been drinking.
Bitch, we went all the way to North Africa. That's where we going.
I'm like, knowing, and then knowing that I didn't got fucked up the night before.
Hey, we do one time in Fort Hood, we were doing pull-ups. My shoulder was fucked up.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to know. I fell off a bump bed. My shoulder was fucked up. We were doing pull-ups, and we were running. And Hawthorne said, hey, Fawn, how about no pull-ups? And I'm like, you motherfucker. Wait till I get your ass on that run, motherfucker. Wait. Just wait. Just wait.
But both of you, but no, hold on.
It's like a linebacker telling Tyreek Hill. I'm like, okay, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, let's see.
But both of y'all,
hey, Warren, you ain't gonna do the pull-ups? And I'm like,
both of y'all,
I loved it.
Both of y'all used to like run and like a lot of times I'd be able to tell first sergeant, look, don't put them two motherfuckers up front. Like
they would tell me before formation, they say, come on, knock it the fuck off. Like don't, because Sergeant Rush would put me up there. Yeah. He's like, you know what? And we going to the flagpole. We going to the fucking PX. They're like,
yeah.
What? No. How about Burger King?
Yeah, I used to hate both of y'all, like seriously, because I mean, because I
because he
get
needed
fucked
to
up.
come grab you at that fucking battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get fucked up the night. I get
Till we had the fake
listen.
joint.
I get fucked up the night previous, and I was
Who you
like,
talking to?
I would think both of y'all, shit, because both of y'all motherfuckers could run y'all ass off, like seriously. So
Hey, cause I
I
remember
was
Star
like,
Rush used to tell us, Star Rush would be like, let's go here and wake these motherfuckers up over here at the airport. We used to run through by the airport,
yeah,
man, calling cadence and stuff, waking up Star girls up, man. I used to love it right there.
Hey,
yeah.
yo, Air Force, look out the window. They're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck is this shit?
So yeah, I used to. Well,
Damn,
y'all
food song was
motherfuckers.
a good time. Let's get that straight. Hey,
Oh yeah,
I gotta lock it up because I got an appointment here in 4 minutes. But damn, we already done an hour. I gotta
yeah.
lock it up in 4
And I
minutes.
gotta
See, that's me being a
shit. I gotta
mature
go.
adult. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then I gotta. Me and the wife gotta go to the grocery store and pick up some groceries. So
And some liquor and a Four Loko. Say it.
yeah, you already know
Probably a
what the fuck that
rotisserie
is.
chicken and a Four Loko. Tremendous.
I
They're like,
see. There
oh,
you go.
how did you do it? How are you so ripped? What happened? Welcome to the Curtis. The motherfucking Apollo hair has died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the thing about it though, hey, guess what? Even at 49, I still got it, baby. I still got it, baby. I still got it, baby. So, but hey, Hawthorne,
Hey, it was good with y'all
dog,
guys,
look.
man. Y'all let me know when y'all come back on here again.
All right, dog, we're gonna do
Absolutely.
that. So,
I love to see you, brother, and we're gonna keep doing this. So, God, man, good time, crazy times. You forget about it as time passes by with all this crazy shit going on. But yeah, we'll get back in touch.
Y'all have a good one, man.
all right,
Likewise.
yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here too.
You gonna post it on
Yeah, I
YouTube?
got-
We can see?
Yeah, put like this. This is on YouTube as we speak right now. This is on YouTube as we speak right now. So everybody that's subscribed to my channel, right? They will watch this. They will watch this.
Okay. Beautiful.
This is live on YouTube right now. So even with the last show that we did,
We
this shit
don't
is
have
live.
we don't have to have you slide into Austin when we record because we're gonna do it over 2 days. We're gonna do 10 episodes over 2 days. We need you to slide in for 2, and when it comes to monetizing it, we'll split it up correctly. If you want,
I drive
and
down.
we can slide into Papados.
Yeah,
Huh?
I like Papa Do's.
My man. Hey, I love you guys. I'll see you guys soon.
Likewise.
Peace.
All right, now, till next time, fellas. All right, now. Yep.